Hey, what's up, Archaeology Mikey? How are you? Archaeology Mikey, what do you got going on today, brother? Doing good. Just got off the phone with my doctor for allergy medication. Oh, that's fantastic. Obviously, not that you have allergies, but that some relief is in sight. That's fantastic. I am going through the second half of a $1/2 box. I'm pulling out all of the possible errors and varieties from the Strike It Rich with Pocket Change book. At the end of me opening the second half, I'll then search all of the years for all of the varieties and errors and whatnot. And hopefully along the way, pull out some silver. I found 4 40%ers and a magic coin in the last box I'd hunted. So that was pretty cool. Let's see here. Hey, kiddo. Here.
I'm done with my chores after I'm done doing my Lexi.
Okay, well, make sure you come in and check with me before you start any. Okay, just come and check with me before you start any games. I'll come check your chores. All right.
How about you check the living room while I clean my room? After I'm done with my Lexi.
Just get your Lexia done and come grab me. Oh, it's too cold for metal detecting. Oh, lame. Is the ground frozen? Hey, can you come close the door? Is the ground frozen? Or is it just too cold to physically be out? Probably the ground is frozen. That'd be my guess. That would be my guess. And where is your grandparents' house? Somewhere historical, maybe? That would be cool. Well, with historical potential, I should say. Historical potential. Yesterday it snowed and I wanted to metal detect the river when it was low tide, but I don't want to get wet and get cold, right? Yeah. That's a recipe for not a fun hypothermic day. hopefully we will yank some cool coins out of here. I found some really great examples of heavy machine doubling on some of these. Let's see here from last night. Here, one second, I'm going to adjust the scope a little closer. Sorry, this will be blurry for you guys for a minute. The Riverhead, oh, Revolutionary War activity. Oh, wow. So here's some pretty good examples of some machine doubling. I have better ones in here. Let's see this one. No, it's not that one. It's got some on it. Here we go. Take a look at that one. Sheesh. Look at that. Look at the A on that one. That is some pretty heavy duty doubling slash machine doubling slash die deterioration slash I don't know what to call it, but it's certainly a pleasure to look at. Yeah, it is a lot of machine doubling on this one, if that's what it's technically referred to as. I'm pretty sure that is. I don't see any information in this book about a double die reverse for this year, so. But I found it worthy to put aside because that is just fun to look at. What's funny about these coins is I was searching them for the no FG errors, and while doing so, came across this insane machine doubling. So that's kind of neat. That was kind of neat. So we got some streams coming tonight. It's Thursday, so CHC is streaming. I think Nubs is streaming tonight. You got any plans to watch anybody live tonight? I'm sure there's probably more people streaming tonight. Those are the two I know right off the top of my head. Oh wow, cool. Pocket coin. Wow. Neat. Let me throw this one up under the scope. Wow. Hold on, let me back up. You found something like that on a 1992 Descent, and the shadow machine doubling made it look like a DDO. Yep. It's an interesting dance with these microscopes and shadowing and lighting. Boy, I'm gonna have to really lift this thing up to capture this. This thing is worn down. Look at that. You can't, I don't even know if I can make out the year. Both sides almost slick. Just a faint imprint of what used to be there. The FG is still there. That's funny. All right, let's see if I can figure out what year this thing is. 19. No clue. No clue. But that's a neat pocket coin. Excuse me. Found this in a roll last night. These stickerized NIFCs. Or painted NIFCs. That's kind of neat. You will watch Nubs and Coin Hunting Couple, and maybe Michael Kittle if he goes gaming. Oh, I gotcha. Cool. Cool. Yep, I'll definitely be. Well, I got kids and chores and all the fun adult things to do, but I will absolutely catch portions of those shows, maybe all of them. We'll see. We'll see. I try to watch Justin Blessman, but now he streams too early for me. I wake up at 10 a.m. Yep. Good old bus. The bus. Does anybody have any interest in coming up and chatting verbally? You don't have to have your picture shown if you want to. Let's see. Copy that link. Put it in the chiziggity chizat. If anybody wants to come up and chat, you're welcome to. If not, just chill. That's all I'm doing. Getting a quick hunt in. I got to go to the bank in a little bit here. But just clean the kitchen. Kids' schooling is done. Most of my chores are done. So I'm taking an hour to hunt some coins. All right. You'll be making a video. Oh, cool. Right on. Pawn shop. I need to go to more pawn shops. Well, or find the ones that actually have coins in them. But you may be buying other things and posting videos with other things too, hopefully. That's always fun to check it out. Yeah, I saw a notification last night, right as I was going to bed, that Justin was jumping on to hunt some quarters. I was like, man, I got to go to bed. It was late. Late enough, but he's 3 hours ahead, so maybe he got up early to hunt. Or maybe he was just still up. Who knows? Justin knows. I like pawn shops because they don't check for errors, and sometimes, oh yeah, exactly. I did do a video on the military artifacts collection last week. Right on. I like to check that out. And is that stuff that you have found metal detecting, or just a compilation of stuff that you have just found out and about in the world? Pawn shops. antique shops, that type thing. One, two, stuff I bought from military shows. Hey, good morning, Hector. How'd you sleep, brother? Did you sleep on the floor? Hector, did you happen to notice, or maybe you jumped in his stream, that right when we got off, right when we got off last night, Justin started a quarter hunt stream. Justin Bussman did. Thought that was funny. Military shows. Are you a service member as well, or obviously archaeology, Mikey, history buff? Nice. Awesome. Sounds like a good place to get the rest of your sleep. Next to a nice cozy little pile of coals. Hopefully that's not what you're getting for Christmas. Just kidding, Hector. I guess coal is a convenient stocking stuffer for Santa if you've been bad, given that he does come down the chimney. Readily available stocking stuffers for those who have been naughty. For those who have been naughty, a good slumber, I bet. I slept well myself. Truth be told, I've been getting some of the best sleep I have in years over the last couple days. Because unfortunately, but fortunately for the technology, I have been diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea, which is the fancy way of saying that it's not that my brain stops the signal to take a breath, but that something about the physiology of my body and how I sleep literally blocks my ability to breathe, which then wakes me up as I'm gasping for air, which interrupts sleep and has been for years. But happy to report, over 3 days of use of this new machine, I feel a lot better. So that's good. It's kind of strange going to bed looking like Darth Vader in his ship with all the hoses. Pretty crazy. But it's worth it. Yep, exactly. A CPAP machine. It's a little bit strange. I mean, it's going to take some getting used to, but the results are unquestionable. I haven't felt rested in I don't remember. Let me put it to you that way. So here's to a restful future and all the health benefits that getting proper rest brings, which is a lot. So you know, that's good news. There's a silver lining. Silver lining? I hope to find a silver lining in one of these rolls. Found 4 40%ers in the last box, so maybe we get lucky again. Yes? Maybe we get lucky again. Well, that's one way to avoid apnea, archaeology, Mikey. You know, it's funny. There's a large population of the coin community that stays up pretty late. I've always been a late head myself, so it's kind of funny to find a hobby and then find a bunch of people who are also up really late. So I've always found that to be pretty pretty funny attribute of ours, of our personalities. So yeah, feeling good. Haven't been able to say that in a while. Okay. I still love that archaeology, Mikey. I don't sleep. You can't sleep when you got stuff to dig up, man. You know, it's funny, metal detecting, of which I am as novice as you could possibly be, is how I got into coin collecting. It was a strange, it's not a strange, but it's an interesting segue. I stay up until everyone else stops streaming, which is 2 to 3, the devil's hour. Yep. So my wife and my daughters bought me a metal detector as a gift, and it actually, which is awesome, and it sat around for quite a while, mostly because of, well, first of all, because I didn't know how to use it. Then it sits, and then you forget you have it, and then I kind of got this. I came across it cleaning out whatever I was cleaning out, and I was like, "Oh yeah, man, I really want to try to do this." So I went to YouTube to type in the model to figure out how to use the machine, um, and watch some tutorial videos on how to use a metal detector because I was, you know, a novice, still am. But as everybody knows, once you start watching videos on YouTube, they start recommending you videos that are similar in nature or popular to that type of culture. And additionally, invariably, when you watch metal detecting videos, they will find coins. So then I started watching videos where coins are being found, and then it recommended that I watch this guy named Rob Finds Treasure, which everybody knows. And I started watching a couple of his streams, and I was like, wait a second. So you're telling me that this guy goes to the bank, buys rolls of coins, pulls silver out of them, takes them back, and does it again? Yeah, I like that idea. So anyway, metal detecting is what got me into coin roll hunting by way of that crazy story. And I've been hooked ever since. So make sure I check the laws in my state for metal detecting. Interesting. Okay. How would I just metal detecting laws in Washington State? Is that how I should start? Probably a good way, good Google beginning. Um, I would super like to figure out what I am doing wrong, and I know that it has to do with ground balancing the machine, and the fact that I've only ever seen it done on YouTube, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But and my property is very thick clay. By the way, my house was built in 1942. I live in a farmhouse, and so the potential for old coins and other awesomeness is great on my property. However, the soil is very clay, and I think it's very rich in other metal material. And so basically, no matter where you swing it, it registers something. And I don't know if you've ever thought about excavating 5 acres with a shovel in your hand, but that's a big task. At the possibility of finding something. The oldest coin I found metal detecting is a 64D nickel. Okay. 64 galore. There are some areas like historical areas, and someone said in certain counties in Florida you can't metal detect. Well, it's definitely a good idea to do some research. I had never even thought about that. I mean, the last thing you want to do on a day you're trying to go have fun is get in trouble. I would like to detect my grandparents' old home. They lived in there for 40 years, and the house was built in 1900 and still stands. Oh yeah, I mean, if it hasn't been metal detected, that type of uh, or that era is going to yield probably Indian head pennies, maybe some mercury dimes type stuff for sure. For sure. But yeah, the whole idea that something has been buried. Well, and furthermore, the idea that when this stuff was lost 100 years ago, 200 years ago, whenever, I mean, would these people have ever fathomed a day in which a machine would be created that would be able to detect ferrous material and be able to be dug up? What a concept! It's pretty cool. I like the whole idea of it. The whole neighborhood is about the same era. Yeah. Wow. Built in the 1900s. And where's your grandparents' house at, Hector? By the way, I'm just starting this whole streaming thing. Um, I suppose a thumbs up or a thumbs down gets registered either way with YouTube, if you guys wouldn't mind. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. That's cool. I guess that's called a shame. I'm gonna shamelessly ask. I'm just gonna ask. How about that? There ain't no shame in my game. Well, we only have 7 rolls left to a Pepe Le Pew box. We don't want a Pepe, but that doesn't mean we won't find something cool in all these coins I'm stacking to the side to look through. But from a silver standpoint, we aren't doing so hot. Madeira. Oh, I know where I've heard of Madeira for sure. For sure. For sure. All right, Hector. I may or may not be on. I've got to do some errands in a little bit, but I wanted to get these coins gone through, partially because I think I'm going to take a load back to the bank while I'm out and about. While I'm oot and a boot, as my Canadian brothers would say. What are you talking about? Accents are funny in that everyone has one, but no one thinks about it until they hear somebody else's. Boy, there's a lot of 71Ds to search here. I might have a 1942 2/1 Merc. Ooh, but it's in bad condition. I see something at the number 2. Interesting. Very cool. Do you have a microscope, or are you just using a loop to look at it, or how are you checking it out? $71D. I'm gonna figure out a way, or get a. You have a microscope, cool. To get a another camera, so that I can put one hanging over my desk here. I do have a quarter bag from the bank, and I've been doing really well on W's. Well, what I consider to be really well on W quarters. I found somewhere around 8 of them in the last week through 3 boxes, which is pretty good return if you ask me. Nobody is, so I'll just offer it up. Oh, here, let me put something fun to look at. This is a boring screen. At least some silver in there. You guys just don't want to stare at the white grid, do you? It could be a counterfeit though, because Michael Kittle said there are counterfeits. Oh, of that particular variety or error. Interesting. Yeah, I guess any way to make some money, people. Oh, this might be silver. Is this silver? No, not silver. Any type of way to capitalize, I guess people are gonna try to do so. Okay. Almost ready to start hunting these bad boys. Did you check those for DDOs? Well, what I'm doing right now is stacking in front of me so I have my Strike It Rich with Pocket Change book, and I have the section for $50 opened up, and all of the years that are in there I set aside after I hunt all the rolls, and then I look and I go through them at the end, quote unquote, which I'm about to do. I got 4 more rolls to look through, set aside some potentials, and then we'll hunt them together. We shall hunt them together. Assuming there's people in here to watch. If not, I'll just stare at the screen and do it anyway. So yeah, this is only the third time I've even streamed ever. So I've got some I got some work to do with setting it up so you guys can see what's going on. I mean, I can flip it back to my face, but let's just be honest, nobody wants to watch me hunt coins without being able to see the coins. I don't think so anyway, but I could be wrong. I think the action's in the coins, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. But to answer your question, I will be checking all of the potentials for DDOs, for no FGs, no Fs, repunched mint marks, all sorts of things. Sheesh. So far, out of this half box, I have 3+ rolls worth of just 71 Ds to. Alright, my mom is getting a couple hundred foreign silver coins when she's in Florida for job interviews. I didn't want to go because I didn't want to get the virus on the plane. Yeah, no kidding. Wow, a couple of hundred. Yeah, I know, I muted my mic. My daughter came in. A couple of hundred foreign silver coins. How did you find them? Like on eBay or Craigslist or something? Coin shop down there? That's awesome. That's going to be fun to look through. Plus, nice to add to the old stack. The old stack. Yeah, airplanes are a scary place for viruses because it's recycled air. Yay! Let's all share together. Let's all share together. So you got them at a coin store when you were there in August. Well, that's cool. Or not, you didn't get them, but you saw them there. Um, I'm assuming you didn't fly there in August either. Okay. I think. Oh, was that it? Huh, that was it. Skunked. Okay, let me reset this up real quick and we shall look through for some rad clad, as Big Mill would say. I love that saying. Okay, so first up on stage, we got the 1971 D, which the real one you want to look for is the 71D on a silver planchet. In XF condition, it's worth $1,500. That'd be rad to find. But you would have noticed that by the edge of it, which I did not notice. So we're gonna look for DDOs on the 71D, as well as, nope, that's it. So the DDO 71D, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. DDO, 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 DDO. Okay. I don't see. No. That one's a DD no. When we just we did a road trip. Cool. When we decided to move after buying the house, we will do the road trip again. Awesome. So, you guys are moving to Florida. Wow. Where are you moving from? And that's why your mom's getting a job interview there. That makes sense. That makes sense. NGC for pictures of errors and varieties. Cool. Cool. Okay, you guys. I am gonna take just a little bit of a. I got to go make sure my daughter's chores are done so she can have some screen time. So I will be back. Thank you for your patience if you're still here. Hector, I would be coin roll hunting, but my banks are not allowing boxes, right? So anyway, guys, give me just a few minutes. I'll be back and we'll continue the hunt. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Okay, let me make my screen big here. So I can see. Here we go. Alright. Hey Hector, how many banks are you a member or do you have accounts at? Maybe you should go out and about and try to find some banks that aren't as strict as the ones that you have. That could help. Dun, 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 dun. My daughter's listening to Frozen songs in the other room. Can I get in trouble for copyright infringement if I'm singing songs? I've wondered about that. That's a funny little filled in spot on that S. Strange. Your banks wouldn't allow you even before the coin shortage? Why? That's not cool. Because you don't own a business or something? It is not very difficult to open a business account and it does not cost very much money. So consider that as an option. Because then they cannot tell you no. By the way, a good ruse, if you will, if you feel self-conscious about asking stores for rolls of quarters, let's say, you can, if you're old enough to have kids or grandkids, you could simply say, "Hey, can you guys spare a few rolls of quarters? My kids or grandkids somehow contracted lice, and I've got to go to the laundromat to do a bunch of laundry. Can you help a brother out?" That'll work. I've done it before. I felt bad about lying for about 3 seconds until they handed me the quarters. Oh, you can get cents and dimes and nickels, but not quarters and half dollars. Okay, I see. Well, that's at least something. I mean, obviously, quarters are a big deal for the dubs. Well, as many as well as silver and the other pairs and varieties that are fun to look for. But anyway, I've never done this. I don't know that I'm morally okay with doing this, but I know that lots of people get quarters from like car washes and stuff, which I automatically think, man, if it's hard to get quarters for these businesses and if I go raid their quarters, then they won't be able to make money at their car wash. I would feel bad about that. I don't judge anybody who does it. I would just feel bad. So I've just chosen not to participate in that behavior. Now, after the coin shortage is over, that's not a bad way to get some quarters. Oh, is there a lot in your area? Where are you, if you don't mind saying, where are you or if you already did and I missed it, I apologize, but where are you at? Oh, what is going on here? Hmm. Maryland. Lots of coin roll hunters in Maryland, huh? Thought I might have had one there, but alas, I do not. Alas, just another coin minted as it was intended to be. So a lot of coin roll hunting going on in Maryland. I wonder how many people do this. I mean, I've owned a number of businesses in my life and worked at a number of businesses in my life that have dealt with coin, and I never thought about this angle before, even though I had found some silver here and there throughout being around coin. I used to be a checker at a grocery store, that type of thing. I've owned multiple coffee shops, so it's just funny. I never thought about it until after I had access to all that. A couple of people that stream in Maryland, and I know a few people that coin roll hunt in Maryland. Wow. Small world, I guess. Most people look at me like, you do what? Ah, funny. Found an 82 Indian head cent in VF condition at Target. Are you kidding me? Now, when you say found, you mean they gave it back to you in change or what, on the ground? Either way, that's stinking rad. One of the tellers at my bank pulled an ASE out of his drawer and says, "Hey, take a look at this thing." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what?" He's like, "Yeah, somebody, somebody cashed it in for $1." I was just like, "Wait a second, that's crazy." He didn't want to sell it, but I offered to buy it from him. I have never been given anything of note back in my change since I have been looking. Now, that being said, you guys heard about my metal detecting story. So, as I began to get into coin roll hunting on my way home from work, I stopped at a Burger King to buy an Impossible Whopper on my way home. And just as a random question in the drive through, I asked the gal if she would sell me a roll of quarters, a roll of nickels, and a roll of pennies. And she said, "Oh, well, sure, why not?" So she hands them through. Anyway, long story short, the quarter roll, so my kids were home, and I'm like, "Hey guys, check it out. I got some coins we can hunt through and look through." And they were like, "Yay, yay, yay." Anyway, so my youngest daughter picked the quarter roll to hunt first because it was the biggest roll to grab. So it was the first three rolls I ever bought to look through. The first roll we picked to search, and about 8 or 9 coins in was a double-headed magic quarter from a drive-through Burger King window roll. The nickel roll that I purchased had a war nickel in it, and the penny roll had a Wheatie in it. So day one, rolls 1, 2, and 3, random through a Burger King drive-through. I would have a hard time believing that if I heard that story. But since I was the one who was there, I can believe it. I know it's ridiculous. What are the odds? I don't know. Oh, you found a silver in the ejection tray to Coinstar. Sweet. Now that I know is a possibility. I have never found any. But if you guys ever watch Half Dollar Make You Holler stream, last year he specifically took denominations of silver coins, including Kennedy and Franklin and Walking Liberty half dollars, and he put them in the Coinstar because they're supposed to be kicked out. And they did kick them all out. So it is an absolute possibility to find that silver. Obviously, you did. Um, yeah. So good score. I check them whenever I go to a store. However, with the whole pandemic, I don't go to the grocery store. I don't go inside the stores. I do curbside pickup. So no Coinstar for me. No Coinstar for me. So not only did it snow on the ground, archaeology Mikey, but the ground's probably frozen. So even if you wanted to metal detect, you couldn't because of the snow, right? Or can you somehow change the depth of your targets? I mean, I guess that would be really hard to do. That's hardcore metal detecting. Okay, that concludes the 71 Ds. We got nothing. Nothing, honey. Next is the 72 Philadelphia, which is also a DDO potential. So here we go. Those were all DD no's. Let's see if we can find some DDOs. Why not? Let's look. We've got the coins. We may as well check them out. And if not, back in the recycle bucket they go. You mainly find, oh, I see. You mean which tone indicates what type of potential target you found? How long have you been metal detecting? Man, I really want to find somebody local who will be willing to take me out and show me what the heck is going on. Because I sure would like to get into it. I have all the goodies. Okay, nothing in the 72 Philly pile. Moving on to the 72D, which is the no FG. All right, let's go to the no FG zone. Since 2014, but I don't do metal detecting that much, right? Well, life gets in the way of our hobbies. That's just a fact. All right, moving on to the 72 Ds. Ds. Ds with no FGs. Take a look. What do you think? Is it there? I'm just playing. All right. By the way, this is how I've been finding those crazy machine doubling coins is by looking at the no FGs in the back. And that's when you found your first 1913 wheat cent in pocket change. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Lost. What am I doing? Oh, coin's upside down. So sorry. Effigy. FG. The FG effigy. Come on, give us one. Give us one. Give us one. Anybody ever look at that part and be like, oh, there's no FG? Oh, wait a minute, wrong spot. Because it happens to me. All right, getting down to the wire on this stack. Yep, it's there. It's there. Bonk. He's back at it again. What up, Phil? Yeah, man. On to another box. A hunting we will go. A hunting we will go. Hi ho, the dairy-o, a hunting we will go. Oh, dang. That is that is really close, you guys. Only the bottom half of that G is showing. Wow. Oh, you just found a Harper's Ferry? Oh, wow. Yeah, would you keep this one here with the weak FG as I think they refer to it as? Yeah, I mean the F is absolutely gone when I look at it through the loop. It's not there at all. And you can just see that G. That's kind of cool. And the coin is in good shape. Yeah, I think you're right about that one. We'll set her aside. We shall set her aside. Oh, you're in the basement. Okay. Bam. Get you up here. Add to the stream. Add to the stream. What up?
What's up? Yeah, I would definitely hang on to that one. That's a cool little piece. That's like the definition of what a grease strike difference is.
Sure.
No, that's a good one to keep.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I mean that thing is it's not even a G. Oh, look at that. There's some more machine doubling on that one. That's funny. You come into the stream, boom, machine doubling.
Hey. Like Mad Ninja skills, what can I say? You get to blow yourself back up.
Oh, that's right. I can do that, huh? So go back here, go to here. There we go.
Oh,
There we go. Nice. Look at that grease throughout the field. God. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
yeah, I went to one of my regular banks today, and normally I pick up my coin today, and all doors are locked. It's completely shut down with the sign saying, "Hey, yeah, we one of our employees had COVID, so."
Oh,
So I'm like
lame.
thinking, damn, I was just there a couple days ago.
Right.
No, I
Now
gotta go.
you've already had it though, right?
I did.
So next is the 73D, which has the DDO, the RPM, and the no F. All right, here we go. DD no. Negatory. Well, that sucks, man. So I'm assuming you could. Well, was the drive-through open or were they just closed?
Well, I mean, I went to the drive-through. They had a completely different staff there. Like the entire
Sure.
branch staff was
Everybody's
all out
quarantine.
on quarantine.
Sure. And they were less than helpful, or did you end up with something?
No, I mean, I got my normal order, and it just was
Pain in
like,
the
do I
butt.
really want to touch these boxes at this point?
Oh, right. Well, give them a couple 3 days.
Yeah, I'll give them a bath and Lysol.
There you go.
I mean, I still got the boxes I got from the same branch from last week in my truck. I should probably spray those down.
Yep, might as well. Wouldn't hurt. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. Safe than
Out of-
sorry.
Out of an abundance of caution, as they say.
Well, as bad as it's ramping up lately, I certainly have no problem putting a little time with a spray bottle.
So, Mikey, when you say are you hunting quarters right now? You just found a 2016 Harper's Ferry DDR? That's rad.
Very cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I may bring a box of pennies in tonight and mess with that at work.
Oh, right on.
It's gonna be a slow ass day. I know it is.
I'm gonna save my box of pennies for Saturday.
Try and get a second one is what you got to do.
Well, so here I was gonna say something about that. So I have a bag of pennies that is 2 boxes.
Oh, that's cool.
But is a bag really fair against a box? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know your guys' parameters of the
See,
game.
the way we score it is we do it every 5 rolls worth. So you'd have to like pre-count 5 rolls worth.
Right, exactly. That makes sense.
We don't care if it's customer wrapped or not. It's just a matter of having the fun. So
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'll see what I can do today about getting a box of pennies. Uno más.
yeah, but it's fun. I mean, we get two boxes every week. I don't know if Wheatback's going to be attending this week or not now.
Okay.
Because after his stream yesterday, I guess he was trying to do something with his kid and took a spill down the stairs and retore his ACL.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks.
When he just had it fixed at the beginning of the year.
Oh. That sucks.
Yep. He called me. He was on the phone. He's like, man, I'm sitting in the hospital right now. He goes, they just gave me some Dilaudid and I am feeling good.
I tore my ACL again and I don't even care.
I don't feel nothing except for tired. I was laughing. I was like, well, that's kind of what it's made for.
Yeah, absolutely. Does that mean that you'll host then?
Normally I do. We were going to have him do it this week just to try and possibly reach out to some new audience.
Sure.
And then I was going to have Stan do it.
And maybe that's exactly what he'll want to do since he can't go do anything else.
If he's lucid enough to do it. If he isn't, fresh out of surgery from having it repaired.
Maybe it would be more fun if he wasn't lucid enough.
I don't know. That's really going to be up in the air with him until I find out what's going on.
Okay, that makes sense. Obviously, that's a pretty major injury.
Yeah, that's no joke.
No. That's immobility is what that is.
Yeah, I've been there. It sucks. I haven't torn the ACL, but I've ripped it a few times.
Oof. Yes,
yeah.
Debilitating is an understatement.
Yeah, when you sit there and hear, normally if you're thinking like horizontally, that's how it rips off of the the muscle or off the bone, and mine have been all vertical tears. So it's a matter of them going in with the endoscope, putting a few sutures on the inside, and then immobilizing for a few weeks.
Right. Okay, we're on to the 77 stack, which is DDO and no F. DDO and no F.
Nope.
Nope. That's a big nope.
That's a hell nope.
Well, yeah. So whatever happens, I mean, if it doesn't happen this weekend, that's all good. But if it does, I'm
Oh no, I'll host it, or Detecting Daddy will host it, or you can host. I don't care who hosts it. I just, like I said, I wanted to change it up and get it around a little bit and reach out some more audience. The more people we got on, the better. My thought is when we start getting like 6 people in a battle, once we get to that point, and then whoever wins, everybody sends their winnings to them.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? From that box.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just to make it fun.
Really cool idea. I love it.
I mean, who doesn't want 6 boxes worth of findings for 1 box?
Yeah. Plus all of the adventure along the way.
Right.
All right, going to the 83 no FG. Here we go.
Yep, that's kind of what we're thinking.
That's a really cool idea. I like it.
And it just makes it a fun battle. And the more people we get interested, that means the more battles we can put back to back. I mean, I'll go back to paying for StreamYard and have 10 people in a battle. I don't care.
Sure. And
I mean,
do the
think about it.
battlers do the battlers
You got
all
10 people battling. You know what I mean? And you could win 9 other people's winnings for having a really good box.
Sure. And do the battlers all do a giveaway for the chat?
I haven't done anything like that yet. It's just more of a hangout, let's see what we find type thing.
Gotcha.
But eventually we may get into that, but until we have more of a following, it's really not worth it.
Sure. All right. Oh, this is 89p. Whoops. The 89.
It looks like a P over P.
The 89p is a no FG.
Or is that shadowing?
It's shadows.
Okay. That's the downfall with the scopes.
I know it. It's really tough. Well, you just pull it off if you think it's something. Use your loop. That's what I do.
That's what everybody does. At least that's what everybody should do.
Right. Okay. Well, that's that. So I just found that in that second half of that box, just that crazy half a G.
Nice.
But that's
I'll
something.
be right back. I hear a vacuum going off that shouldn't be.
Well, hey, yeah, no worries. I'm gonna jump off. I gotta run some errands, and I'll be on later.
Oh, no problem then. I'll close it up then.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks for jumping up. And then yeah, I'm gonna go run to the bank and do a few things. So I'll be back on Archaeology Mikey. See you later tonight. I'll be on CHC and probably Nubs as well, hanging out.
All right.